No matter how many systems we build or how much we automate with AI, you and I are still wildcards that can make or break our businesses. So this video isn't about systems, it's about you and me and the three keys to business success. Qualities we need, specifically mindset, consistency, and adaptability. If we don't function well, if we lack these qualities, we cannot expect our systems to work well either. If the keys to business success are missing in us, we cannot unlock the potential of the systems we set up. They'll always underperform. So let's go beyond systems today and talk about the three keys to business success, why they matter, and what impact they'll have. So this is a really important video because it'll help you understand what it takes to level up or get unstuck. Running a business is not just a strategic challenge, it's a psychological one. There's a lot more to it than simply putting together a few systems and fiddling with them until they work. That's not really a big secret. And yet, most business owners like to focus entirely on strategy, plans, systems, products, or what ad campaign to run next, completely ignoring that the battle needs to be won in our minds first. I know I totally got that wrong in the beginning. At the end of the day, our mindset shapes how we approach challenges and how our business grows. Just picture two people who face the same situation, the same obstacle, the same setback, the same uncertainty, and yet they respond in completely different ways. One sees failure, the other sees feedback. One sees risk, the other sees opportunity. One gives up, the other keeps going. The difference here is not a fancy business system, although they're important, no doubt about that. It's our personal mindset we bring into the business, for better or worse. Again, it's not a big secret that there'll be tough days ahead, unexpected problems, and moments of doubt. It's really to be expected. And in those moments, our mindset determines what happens next. Our mindset affects our decision making. It affects how resilient we are, how patient, how responsible we act in certain situations. If I'm afraid of failure, I might avoid taking necessary risks. If I fear change, I might resist adaptation. If I doubt myself, I might freeze when action is needed. So a growth-oriented mindset is really helpful in the business context. It helps to turn problems into opportunities, mistakes into lessons, and setbacks become part of the process rather than the end of the journey. Aside from that, our mindset also influences how we interact with others. So if we're optimistic, focused, and determined, that energy spreads to other people. If we're negative or uncertain, that spreads too. We've all experienced that at one point or another. And in many ways, mindset sets the tone for the entire business. While strategies, systems, and tools can change over time, mindset remains a constant foundation, meaning it's critical we spend time on getting that foundation right. The standard advice you hear people throw around is to focus on learning instead of perfection, to treat challenges as part of the process, and remember that growth takes time. The issue I have with all of this is that none of this advice is actionable and practical. Like, how do you start focusing on learning if you're a hardcore perfectionist, believing you need to get it right the first time? How do you treat a challenge as part of a process if you're completely outcome focused or results oriented? And let's not even talk about being patient. I don't know about you, none of this advice ever worked for me, because I certainly identified as a perfectionist. I like to take shortcuts to get to the result, and when patience was handed out, I couldn't wait that long in line to get my share. Literally, the only thing that's worked for me so far is consistent execution. This is the second key to business success. Not overthinking, overanalyzing, or overplanning, but also not just having one big idea, one viral moment, or a lucky shot. That's the other extreme. No, consistent execution lies between the extremes on a spectrum here. The truth is similar actually. Successful businesses are built on small actions done repeatedly and consistently over time. That's as boring as it gets, and it doesn't make for a catchy video title really. Consistent execution is where ideas become reality. It's what turns effort into results through a repeatable process. Consistent execution means showing up every day and doing the work that moves the business forward. It means delivering a product or a service and doing so reliably. It means meeting deadlines, maintaining quality, and keeping promises. And while it sounds simple, it's not always easy because consistency requires discipline. It requires systems and patience, of course. Think about it this way. Customers don't just want something good, they want something dependable. They want to know that when they buy from you, they'll get the same quality time and time again. That's what builds trust, ultimately. Inconsistent businesses lose that trust, and trust is one of the most valuable business assets you can have. And we're far from done, actually. Consistent execution also builds momentum. Every email sent, every customer served, every improvement made. These small actions stack up over time. And eventually, they create results that look like overnight success, which in reality was years in the making. It's years of consistent effort. Many businesses fail not because their ideas are bad, but because they never fully implement them. Plans stay plans, ideas stay ideas, projects stay half finished. Consistent execution means turning intention into action. Doing that task again and again, even when motivation is low, when results are slow and challenges come up. Success rarely comes from what you do once, it comes from what you do repeatedly. Hey, quick interruption. If you enjoyed this video and want more content like it, make sure to subscribe to the channel. That way you'll never miss new videos and stay up to date. It's the easiest way to keep improving your business and get fresh ideas delivered straight to you. So hit subscribe and join our growing community of solopreneurs and smart business owners who take their ideas from scratch to profit fast. There's one limitation to consistent execution though we need to talk about, and it's a big one. Key number 3 to business success: adaptability. Consistent execution is about staying on track, but adaptability is about adjusting course when needed. No business ever operates in a perfectly stable environment. Markets change, technology evolves, customer expectations shift, and new competitors show up. Sometimes change happens faster than anyone expects. Businesses that blindly execute and refuse to adapt often fall behind, not because they weren't good, but because they stayed the same while everything else moved forward. Adaptability means paying attention. It means listening to customers and noticing patterns. It means recognizing when something isn't working and being willing to adjust. That's the 1-2 punch, really. Recognizing change and acting on it. Sometimes the adjustments can be very small, like a pricing change, a new feature, or a different marketing approach. Then other times, adaptability requires bigger changes, entering new markets, changing business models, or offering new services altogether. And it's not as reactive as it sounds. Adaptability isn't only about reacting to problems. It's also about recognizing new opportunities. New technologies, new trends, and new needs constantly create openings for businesses that are ready to evolve. Adaptable businesses experiment. They test ideas, they learn quickly, and they improve continuously. One of the barriers we create for ourselves here is attachment. Attachment to a plan, to a product, or a way of doing things. And it's natural to feel attached to something you've built. Nothing wrong with that. But in business, flexibility is often more valuable than certainty. So adaptability doesn't mean abandoning our vision. It means finding the best path to achieve it. Think of it like navigation. If you're driving toward a destination and the road is closed, you don't just give up on the destination altogether. You find another route. The goal stays the same. The path changes. That's the difference. And the business owners who understand this are far more likely to succeed in a changing world. Mindset, consistent execution, adaptability. Put together, they create a strong foundation for your business success, long before we're talking systems and automation. Without the right mindset, both execution and adaptability become much harder. Pure execution without adaptability leads to stagnation, doing the same things over and over, even when they stop working. Adaptability without execution leads to chaos, constantly changing direction without making real progress. When all three are working together, our businesses become stronger, more resilient, and more capable of growth. Now check out this video on the channel. If you want to get the full picture and make the most of this topic, that's the perfect place to continue. So keep the momentum going, and I see you in the next video.